Hi, my name is Mahi, and let's just say I'm quite depressed. I mean, I really don't know why you clicked on this video. I don't know what you expected from my life. It's quite boring. But just for your inquiry, here is what a day in my life really looks like. First of all, I'm quite short, which means that most of my childhood was just me getting made fun of for my height. And also, I guess most girls wanted taller guys. Number two, I really hate the way my body looks. I mean, I'm way too ugly. Number three, my life isn't really fun and all, but it's kind of entertaining when you watch other people achieve things that I don't have. Like on TikTok when I see other people drive their Lamborghinis. That's the most entertaining part of my life. I typically run away from my reality by playing a lot of video games. My favorite one, in fact, is called Fortnite. In Fortnite, you see, I'm considered one of the best players. Yes, I'm honestly one of the best players. I play a lot. I have a lot of wins, and honestly, I have the status for it. Everyone respects me in the Fortnite space. But you see, somehow, despite having all of the success in Fortnite, my life in real life hasn't changed at all. I mean, it hasn't changed in the last 3 years. I've been the same since I was 17 years old, playing games, scrolling on TikTok, and going to bed. However, to be honest with you, one thing did change, and that's the fact that I've been feeling a lot more depressed recently. I've been feeling a lot more guilty and shameful for my habits. I mean, that's all my life is, just depression. I have nothing achieved, I hate myself, and I constantly overindulge in my bad habits to make up for my lack of success. But the fact is, I don't want to live like this. I want to be disciplined. I want to be able to wake up early. I want to be able to have a purpose where I'm doing something important with my life. I don't want to live in a dark hole anymore. I don't want to feel shameful anymore. I don't want to be guilty anymore. I just want to do something good with my life. I hate living in this depression. I want to escape, but it feels like I cannot. And I just need someone to grab my hand and pull me out of this. Listen here, my bro. No one is coming to save you. I know it's sad. I know it's going to be hard. But no one actually is going to come and help you get out of the situation you're in. I hope it can be some other way, but it's not. And in life, there are always two types of people. The first person ends up living the life of depression, misery, sadness, and hatred. A life of a black hole, darkness, no love, no respect, just mediocre blindness. And there's always been another type of person. And that type of person chooses to live a life of success, a life of imminence, a life of fulfillment. Someone who's actually fulfilled, someone who has a purpose, someone who is respected by his peers, someone who has a beautiful wife, someone who actually loves himself and his creator. There's always been two types of people. So let me show you something which may help you make your decision. And I really, really hope that you end up choosing the second option. Listen, we are absolutely ungrateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The fact that there are people in this world right now that are suffering, that will do anything to switch places with us, and we're here sitting on our asses doing absolutely nothing. Please rethink how we're living our lives. The fact that Allah gave us this much freedom, we don't have to worry about being bombed every day. We have a healthy body, and yet we're so ungrateful that we sit on our asses and don't do anything. We're unmotivated. Who cares about motivation? We have been given a purpose. The purpose to become the best version of yourself for the sake of Allah. The purpose to make the most out of the blessings that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you. Our purpose is to worship and make Allah as pleased as we can as His slaves. And we're worried about motivation? Akhi, there are people in this world that will do anything to switch places with us, with me and you. The fact that you are watching this video tells me that you want to improve your life. But you have to realize that no one is going to come and save you, and that we must do what we have to do as men and as women. You have to realize that there is no chance that we're gonna waste this one single life for no reason when there are people that would do anything to switch places with us. So really rethink how we live our lives. Don't ask why I'm wearing this outfit. Again, every video I come up with a different surprise. This video I decided to wear something different. Just don't ask why, and also don't ask why I'm clean shaven. Astaghfirullah, I know, but I'm regrowing my beard. Anyways, I'm more or less quite serious in this video, and I want to be more serious because I really want to speak about the topic of this video, which is how to take control back of your life. You know, there's so many people out there that are suffering with motivation issues, that are suffering with, oh, I just can't stay disciplined. I get bursts of motivation, but then I give up. And I understand, okay, I do understand a lot of the people that are suffering with this. But at the end of the day, as I mentioned earlier in the video, there are always two types of people. There are always two types of people in this world. You know, again, you have to understand, everyone wants to be somewhat special. Everyone wants to live an extraordinary life. And we have to realize that there are only a few select of people, only a few select of us that end up getting those things. I'm not saying I'm like, by the way, I'm not saying I'm like a millionaire or anything, but what I'm trying to say is that there are a few selective type of people that end up understanding the value of discipline, that end up understanding the value of enduring pain, and they are good at that, which leads Allah to giving them what they deserve. We have to realize is that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam could have just sat in comfort. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam could have just not gone to give da'wah. When Allah, gave him decree, and when Allah decreed the ayahs upon him, when Allah told him to go out into the streets of Quraysh, right, of Mecca, and give da'wah, right, and call people to the path of Islam, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I'm sure he felt really uncomfortable. I'm sure he did. I'm sure that if he didn't, face the discomfort, he could have been loved by everyone and things would have been all normal. But what he did was instead was he faced the discomfort. He went out into the streets, he called people to Islam, and guess what happened? For 10 years straight, he faced so much turmoil. For 10 plus years, he faced so much suffering. They wanted to exterminate the Muslims. They were killing so many Sahaba. They were destroying the Muslims for 10 plus years. Destroying as in killing them just for calling people to the path of Islam. We have to realize that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam could have avoided all of that if he just stayed in comfort and he didn't call people to the path of Islam. But you know what? The fact that he faced discomfort led him to being a prophet of Allah. The fact that he faced the discomfort, the fact that Ibrahim alayhi salam faced the discomfort of destroying those Hindu/paganism stones, he could have just been loved by everyone. They could have just stayed in comfort. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not gonna push for the uncomfortable. But they wouldn't be prophets of Allah, nor would they be best friends of Allah. As Ibrahim's nickname is Khalil of Allah, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the Imam of all the prophets. You know what kind of titles these are? They could have just been normal, just like, yep, I'm just not going to be giving da'wah. I'm just gonna stay in comfort and be loved by everyone. But then they would have been just nobodies. Of course, again, I'm not saying everything's planned by Allah. I'm just saying, if we don't face the discomfort, if we don't face the pain, we were gonna be nobodies. So in order to, take control of our lives, we have to face the discomfort. And there's no other way. And the discomfort, you have to realize that we Muslims are automatically face a discomfort. The fact that we have to get up at bed at 5:36 a.m. to pray Fajr. Who else does that? Except the successful people. In the adhan, when you hear the adhan, Hayya al falah. You know what that means? That means come to success. Can you believe Islam has been, the Islamic routine, the Islamic lifestyle is directly correlated to the lifestyles of, for example, the millionaires that we see online. We have to realize here, yes, we want to be motivated. Yes, we want to stay disciplined. Yes, we want to wake up early. But if we don't do the stuff ourselves, nothing is going to work. If we don't take that step for ourselves, nothing is going to work. And I wish everyone could be disciplined. I wish everyone could be successful, whatever. It would be amazing to have everyone disciplined, but how come there are only a few people that are disciplined and most of the world that's not disciplined? It's because that few people realize that no matter what happens, I have to just face the discomfort. Discipline means to stay in a strict rule no matter how you feel. It's doing the right things no matter how you feel. For example, discipline is waking up at Fajr no matter how tired you feel, no matter how much you want to sleep in, no matter how much comfort the bed gives you, you still have to wake up for Fajr. That's discipline. Discipline is when you do the work, when you do your job, when you do your schoolwork, even if you don't feel like doing it. That's what discipline is. Discipline is when you go to the gym, even if you don't feel like going to the gym. That's discipline. And so if you want to be more disciplined, we have to face the pain. Now, the key is we can slowly build this level of discipline. You don't have to go right now and go run 10 kilometers like you see so many people. the key with discipline is you build it over time, okay? And this is what I've been learning recently. I've been really into discipline and good habits and stuff like that. And here's how you sort of rebuild your life in a practical way. First of all, it's to have an identity. Who do you want to be, right? And I can tell you, the fact that you're watching this channel, I know you want to be someone who's fulfilled. I know you want to be someone who's disciplined. I know you want to be someone who is on a purpose, who's masculine, who's a warrior. I know you want to be someone who's proud, not really proud, but is happy. You don't want to live the average mediocre lifestyle of being depressed and living in darkness. You don't want to be just sitting there and scrolling all day. You don't want to go to a job that you don't like and come home and just do nothing the entire day and watch Netflix for the rest of the night and just eat trash food. You want to stay disciplined. You want to be healthy. You want to be fulfilled. You want to be in good shape. You want to maybe attract a good wife. You want to live a extraordinary lifestyle. But you have to realize that comes with doing extraordinary things like waking up at 5 a.m. or waking up at 6 a.m. and sleeping early. Your friends might go outside right now. It's like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. They want to go watch movies, but you tell them, no, I gotta wake up early, bro. That's what having a disciplined lifestyle is, and what that will lead to. The more pain and the more suffering we face right now, what that will lead to is a more successful life. What that will lead to is more discipline. What that will lead to is the body we want. And everyone's gonna be like, how did he get that body? It's luck. But then you realize it's not luck. You realize that it's the pain you went through. You did the right things no matter how you felt. I'm telling you, once you become disciplined, you will truly find your inner masculine purpose. You will really be grateful for all the blessings Allah gave you. And number two, you'll be grateful for the fact that now you're making Allah happy. You're making Allah proud. Why? Because you are showing Allah that the amazingness, the amazing creation that He created. The human man and woman are capable of doing so many things. We don't even understand what our bodies are capable of. We're more than just sitting down and scrolling. I'm telling you, that's the truth. We're more than we're better than just sitting down and playing video games all day. Go outside to any big city in the world. I don't know, Tokyo. Go outside to Dubai. Go outside to New York City. Do you see the amount of buildings? Those are all Allah's creation in terms of Allah created man, and look what Allah's creation could do, of course with the permission of Allah. We are so capable. Allah made us so capable. And so once you become disciplined, you'll truly be a warrior in the path of Allah. You'll feel your inner masculine purpose. You'll be so fulfilled. You'll love doing more and more hard work. Your testosterone is going to boost. And better yet, that's when the right, wife will want you. Like for example, women, they always want the best man, the man with the most status, the man with the most success, the man who has a purpose. They don't want a regular guy that has no purpose, who's sitting on his ass all day just playing video games or scrolling on TikTok and he's fat. They don't want that. No matter how many lies they tell you, they don't want that. And when you're disciplined, that's what you can get, of course with the permission of Allah. So in order to start becoming more disciplined, we need to focus on a small few habits, because now you figured out that you want to be more disciplined. We need to figure out a small few habits that we can do every single day. And the best thing and the way I started becoming more disciplined was by having a morning routine. The reason why is because the best way to implement a habit, and this is specifically also said by Atomic Habits, I don't have the book on me right now, but James Clear in Atomic Habits said the best way to implement a habit into your life and to keep it forever is by having a habit and then setting a specific system. For example, you want to get into the habit of praying Fajr. What you're going to be doing, it's obvious. If you want to pray Fajr, wake up for Fajr, right? But it's a habit we have to take. For example, your system could be, okay, wake up for Fajr, but that's not the same thing, right? You have to make it specific. For example, wake up for Fajr. What time is Fajr? Okay, Fajr is at 5:30 a.m. for example. So I'm going to be setting alarm for 5:15 a.m. 10 minutes before, 15 minutes before, right? So set an alarm for 5:15, 5:20 a.m. And then what you're also going to be doing is you're going to be sleeping earlier as well. And you're also going to be, you can note down, for example, where you're going to pray Fajr, right? But the key is you want to be specific with the time and location. You want to be specific with the time and location of your habit. For example, you want to get into the habit of doing some deep work in the morning. Like you want to wake up and you want to do some schoolwork, or you want to do some business work, or whatever you have. The best way is to set a specific time and location. For example, when you wake up, when you make your first cup of coffee, when you eat your breakfast, right after that, boom, it's work time. And you're going to be writing down exactly where you're going to work. For example, I'm going to be working at my desk. I'm going to be working at my desk right after I drink my first cup of coffee. Something like that. You want to get into the habit of going to the gym. Same thing. What time are you going to go to the gym? Where are you going to go to the gym? For how long? And what are you going to be doing at the gym? And the more specific you make it, the more significance it has in your brain. And that's what it will lead you to doing it every single day, because now you're going to have a routine. So I want you to be doing, for example, you want to get into the habit of going to the gym, have a routine. So if, for example, when you wake up, make that part of your morning routine. So after you're done brushing, after you're done, eating your breakfast, make it a routine to instantly put on your clothes right after your breakfast. So you're gonna have a specific time, right? Which is in the morning, like at around 10 p.m., for example. Set a specific time. At 10 p.m., I will be going to the gym, and the gym is over here. And then just follow that every single day. So the key is to have a routine. But what I will be telling you is that there's going to be days, and a test will come from Allah where you're gonna not want to follow your routine. And then that's the test of discipline. Because right now you might be motivated, which is amazing. I'm really happy for you. But this motivation will go away, and you will get the test from Allah a few days from now or a few weeks from now, where you're not gonna want to go to the gym in the morning. That is what a disciplined person versus a non-disciplined person. If you're disciplined enough, you would still go. But the key is, in order to become more disciplined, we do small habits every single day over an extended period of time. The key to become disciplined is doing the right work, especially when we don't feel like it. So if you want to become more disciplined, do things that will make you more disciplined. For example, when you wake up, you journal every morning. Or you brush your teeth, you don't check your phone. Like stuff like that, like adding small things to add to the identity of a disciplined person. Do some brainstorming here. I don't want to give you exactly what to do, because if you brainstorm, then you will tell yourself and you will convince yourself that you're truly serious about becoming disciplined. If I just tell you do this, do that, you're going to forget about it. So I want you to brainstorm, but thank you so much for watching. Assalamu alaikum. I love you. Hopefully this benefited. Join my Discord server in the description below, and subscribe if you're new, because we're gonna take over this YouTube scene. This is going to be a movement of Muslims getting out of the life of depression, getting out of the life of mediocrity, getting out of the life of darkness, and just living an average life, destroying their lives away by doing bad habits and being in depression. I want to see Muslims fulfilled. I want to see Muslims purposeful. I want to see Muslims strong out of their mind. Warrior Muslims that are waking up at 6 a.m. and grinding every single day. Just remember, the Prophet Muhammad suffered for 10 years until he was able to become the king of Medina. And so we have to suffer as much as we can for the sake of Allah as well. So thank you for watching. I love you. Bye.